Welcome to my channel Techify with Adil. So today in this video we will be discussing about examine Microsoft Entra and as a directory services for cloud apps. So so earlier in our previous videos we have discussed about Entra ID and its comparison with ADDS, the Active Directory Domain Services. So here we will see it as a directory services for cloud apps. So when you deploy a cloud service such as Microsoft 365 or Intune, you will also need to have directory services in the cloud to provide authorization for these services. So because of this, each cloud service that needs authentication will create its own Microsoft Entra tenant. So this Microsoft Entra tenant will be a free tier which has no charges. So it will not include some of the features from advanced identity management services. So if you want that, then you will have to upgrade to basic or premium tier. So when a single organization uses more than one cloud service, it's much more convenient for these cloud services to use a single cloud directory instead of having separate directories for each service. It's now possible to have one identity service that covers all Microsoft cloud services such as Microsoft 365, Azure, Microsoft Dynamics 365 and Intune. Microsoft Entra ID provides developers with centralized authentication and authorization for applications in Azure by using other identity providers or on-premises ADDS. Microsoft Entra ID can provide users with an SSO experience when using applications such as Facebook, Google services, Yahoo or Microsoft Cloud services. Single sign-on experience when using all this. So the process of implementing Microsoft Entra ID support for custom applications is rather complex and beyond the scope of this course. However, Azure Portal and Microsoft Visual Studio 2013 and later make the process of configuring such support more straightforward. You can enable Microsoft Entra authentication for web apps feature of Azure App Service directly from the authentication authorization blade in the Azure portal. By designing the Microsoft Entra tenant, you can ensure that only users with accounts in the directory can access the website. It's possible to apply different authentication settings to individual deployment slots. So here we will be comparing the Microsoft Entra ID P1 and P2 plans. So Microsoft Entra ID P1 and P2 tier provides extra functionality as compared to the free and Office 365 editions. However, premium versions require additional cost per user provisioning. Microsoft Entra ID P1 or P2 comes in two versions, P1 and P2. You can procure it as an extra license or as a part of Microsoft Enterprise Mobility Plus Security, which also includes the license for Azure Information Protection and Intune. Microsoft provides a free trial period that can be used to experience the full functionality of the Microsoft Entra ID P2 edition. So these features are available with Microsoft Entra ID P1 edition. So these are the features under the P1 edition. So it's a self-service group management. So self-service group management means it simplifies the administration of groups where users are given the rights to create and manage groups. End users can create requests to join other group and group owners can approve the request and maintain their group membership instead of the group owners finding the users then joining to the groups. So the users can send a request and based on the request just the owner has to approve it, then the user will be joined to the group membership. So advanced security reports and alerts. So you can monitor and protect access to your cloud applications by viewing detailed logs that show advanced anomalies and inconsistent access pattern reports. So advanced reports are machine learning based and can help you gain new insights to improve access security and respond to potential threats. So it can help you with the advanced security and alert by monitoring and protect access to the cloud applications. It will have a very detailed report with the help of machine learning, can help more new insights to improve the access security and respond to potential alerts. Then MFA, multi-factor authentication. So full MFA works with on-premise applications like VPN, using VPN, Radius and others, Azure, Microsoft 365 and Dynamics 365 and third-party Microsoft Entra Gallery applications. It doesn't work with non-browser off-the-shelf apps such as Microsoft Outlook. So MFA is covered in more detail in the following units. So in the next few videos we will be discussing more detail on the MFA. Microsoft Identity Manager licensing. So MIM integrates with Microsoft Entra ID P1 and P2 to provide hybrid identity solutions. So MIM can bridge multiple on-premises authentication stores such as ADDS, LDAP, Oracle and other applications with Microsoft Entra ID. So it's a bridges with on-premises authentication store. So this provides consistent experience to on-premises, line of business applications and SaaS applications. Enterprise SLA of 99.9%. So you are guaranteed at 99.9% availability of Entra ID P1 or P2 service. The same SLA applies to the Entra Basic as well. Password reset with write back. Self-service password reset follows the Active Directory on-premises password policy, like the whatever policy has been set for the Active Directory on-prem, like the number of characters, what is the combination it should be. So all these things will follow for the self-service password reset. Cloud app discovery feature of Microsoft Entra ID. This feature discovers the most frequently used cloud based applications. Then conditional access based on device, group or location. So this lets you configure the conditional access for critical resources based on several criteria. So Microsoft Entra Connect Health. So you can use this tool to gain operational insight into Microsoft Entra ID. So it works with alerts, performance counters, usage patterns and configuration settings, and presents the collected information in the Microsoft Entra Connect Health portal. So in addition to these features, in the Microsoft Entra ID P2 license provides extra functionalities. So whatever so far we have seen is common for P1 and P2. So all these functionalities can be found in both P1 and P2 edition. Additionally, if you're having P2 license, then you will have these additional functionalities. So this feature provides Microsoft Entra ID protection. So this feature provides enhanced functionalities for monitoring and protecting user accounts. You can define user risk policies and sign-in policies. In addition, you can review users' behavior and flag users' risk. So any kind of users' behavior like connecting to signing in with multiple different locations or connecting with the public connections and all this kind of risk based connectivity from any users can be also reviewed, and user risk policies and sign-in policies whatever been set up, it can be will be alerted, so that we can have a highly secured policies for user risk and sign-in policies. Then Microsoft Entra Privileged Identity Management. So this functionality lets you configure additional security levels for privileged users such as administrators. With Privileged Identity Management, you define permanent and temporary administrators. So you also define a policy workflow that activates whenever someone wants to use administrative privilege to perform some task. So it's like only activating the policy, having administrative privilege for a temporary can be considered as a temporary administrators performing only certain kind of tasks. So this from these two policies, two features you can see, it's like you're having a person to overlook at your current policies available, and also the identity management.